So today's video, we're going to be talking about the Radeon RX 570. This is actually still a real good video card. Came out in 2017. If I made a mistake on that, I'll put a post on it. And it's actually a good budget video card for 1080p gaming. Now, more common than not, 1080p gaming is usually what most people, especially in a lower end budget or mid-range budget, and even some higher end budgets, that's where people are sticking comfortably right now, because if you decide to go to 2K, 4K game, you're gonna need a more expensive monitor, and then your budgets go out of whack. So it's actually a good video card. 4 gigs of DDR5 memory. It has a boost clock up to 1250 megahertz, 256 memory interface, and 2048 stream processing units. So let's open this up. Let's take a quick look at it. All right. I've always enjoyed AMD. I was always an AMD fanboy, but recently AMD can't compete with NVIDIA as far as the type of intense gaming I do. But I still always enjoyed these graphics cards. So let's get this thing out. This thing is in there pretty good. All right, and this is our card. Right away, I love the heatsink. I love the design. It actually has some good weight on it, so it should have good cooling. 2 fans. Our power connector is actually going to be an 8-pin power connector. I love the back plate on it. Looks real nice. No RGB, which is fine and dandy because you won't see it in the case that we're using in. We have our 3 display ports, HDMI, and our DVI. So overall, not too bad of a good looking video card. I actually enjoy the way it looks. I have found this video card actually to work real good with most modern, all modern games. You can play 1080p comfortably. This is definitely ideal if you're gonna play Fortnite or those other ones. So yeah, I enjoy this video card. We're gonna do a review on it. We're gonna show how it holds up. Our test system that we're gonna be putting it in is gonna be a Ryzen 5 2600 with 16 gigs of RAM. And this thing should hopefully perform well. Now let's put this over here to the side. Let's just look inside the box. Quick installation guide. I mean, honestly, if you're buying a video card and you don't know what you're doing, check YouTube. I don't know why they actually still put this with this, because these are really easy to do. And a CD. Yeah, when you buy a video card, don't use a CD. Connect to the internet, get the newest drivers. You're gonna be better off, you're gonna get the best performance out of it. So this is our card. Let's just give one more look. All right, pretty simple. All right, let's pop this into our computer. Let's run some bench test on it, and let's see how it performs. All right, so let's recap on our RX 570. We just popped it in, installed all the new drivers. It's actually a new fresh computer build and everything. And our RX 570 runs great. Now, some things I'm not a huge fan of about it. Number one is the heat issue. This thing runs pretty hot. I believe it has a 225 TDP. And with that, she does get a little toasty. She runs 1080p, no issues, max settings. I mean, smooth, about 70 to 100 frames per second. Games we used was Fortnite, Jedi Fallen Order, Shadow of the Tomb Raiders. I like to use those 3 games because, well, they just run good to me. And I've always think if they can play those games, they can play anything else. So our RX 570, definitely a champ, definitely no problems. The fans, actually on this power color, are not too bad. Even when they ramped up, the noises were still, I mean, bearable. I've had some video cards where the fans ramp up and the noise is atrocious. We got the side panel open, and I actually use Specky, and if you see we're sitting about 60 degrees while it's open. I've been actually running, where is it at? There we go. I've been actually running Heaven Benchmark for about a half hour right now, and this actually kind of torches the video card a little bit, especially if you freeze some of the scenes over here. We're doing the 1080p Extreme, and we're going anywhere from, I mean, 70s to 100 plus frames per second, no hiccups, no stuttering whatsoever. As far as overclocking, I was able to get some good, about 10 to 20% overclock, and we got some better performance on it. Hopefully, I got the numbers right and I put them up on the screens before, so I'll give you some benchmarks. If not, I'll definitely post them down below. So our PowerColor RX 570, definitely a good budget graphics cards. You could get these things for about 135 to 140 new, the 4 gig variant. If you get online, you could get them used, and you could probably get them for about 80 to 100 bucks. I actually found some mining ones for about $70, but customer wanted a new one, and we're just going to do a nice bench and test this one out. So personally, if I was doing a budget build, I probably would go with one of those mining ones, clean up some fresh thermal paste, and really hook this thing up and get this thing moving. And they still hold up and they last really good. This PowerColor one, even though it doesn't have the best bling on it, I mean, I do like this metal. This is plastic? Yeah, this plastic over here. It's not going to be the best aesthetic looker if you have an open glass case, but we have a side panel, so it is what it is. Just depends on the look that you're going for. So RX 570, still a great graphics card in 2020? Absolutely. Pick them up. My suggestion, get online, get the used ones. You can get them for about 80 bucks. Pop this in a good budget build, especially paired up with this Ryzen 5 2600, and you got yourself a really good gaming graphics cards that's not going to break the bank. So another good budget graphics cards, but with a little more price on it. My recommendation, definitely. I might actually pick up one of these mining ones. Maybe we'll do a review on the mining and see how they hold up. And definitely think about putting one on my test bench just for future gaming. So comment down below. Let me know what you think. Suggestions. What you think about the RX 570. Do you think it's still worth it in your opinion? Hit the like button. Subscribe if you can. And thanks for watching. And we'll see what we come up with next.